There he is now.
Good morning, ladies. How are you this morning?
Good morning, sir. How are you?
All right. All right, Martin Luther King Holiday Celebration and Commemorative March. And you ladies are the organizers and the directors. All right. Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated was founded by 22 young African-American female college students in 1913. None of these ladies were in that group. On the campus of Howard University in Washington, D.C. The sorority has over 100-year history of championing humanity, justice, public service, civil rights, and women's rights specifically by participating in the National Women's Suffrage Voting Rights demonstration held in 1913 in Washington, D.C. Delta Sigma Theta Sorority's alumni demonstrate accomplishments in many fields. The alumni include Lena Horne, Wilma Rudolph, Mary McLeod, the McLeod's what got the Bethune, Roberta Flack, Aretha Franklin, Cicely Tyson, and former United States Attorney General Loretta Lynch, just to name a few. Each year in the month of January, the Corpus Christi alumni chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated come together to commemorate the life and legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King, and this celebration march reminds us of our independence and reaffirms the society's commitment to the betterment of our communities through civility and service. Now, therefore, pursuant to the powers vested in me as the mayor of the city of Corpus Christi, I do hereby proclaim January the 20th, 2020, Martin Luther King Holiday Celebration and Commemorative March Day in Corpus Christi, and urge all citizens to commemorate the birth of Dr. Martin Luther King, Jr., and know that his legacy lives on. And I'll present this proclamation to you and ask you to say a few words.
Yes, sir. Good morning, everyone. Thank you all for having us here again. This is our 34th year in organizing and sponsoring the MLK March. And we just want to ask the city of Corpus Christi to continue to support us, to acknowledge the holiday. This is a very special week for Delta Sigma Theta Sorority. Yesterday, we celebrated our 107th anniversary, so we're overjoyed. So thank you for your support, and thank you for having us. Oh, and again, my name is Alexis Williams. I just start talking sometimes. So, yes.
We're glad you're here. I thought they were the Texas Tech cheerleaders or something here in the red and black outfits. So we're glad you're here. Let's get a picture over here. Thank you very much.
Dr. Scott. Oh. I haven't been to spin. I need to go back to spin. I spin. She knows it.
Well, just to add a little bit of information and history for you, I'll let her speak for herself.
Good morning. Unfortunately, but as it turns out in the long range, fortunately, I was at the Lorraine Hotel when Martin Luther King was killed. We were having a very short march there. I was the vice president at college in Knoxville, Tennessee, and we were there for marching. And the man who killed him, we actually saw him, who was across the street down in a lot of bushes. And we saw and Martin Luther King was on the second level of the Lorraine Hotel. The rest of us were standing downstairs, ready to keep the march going. And the shot rang out, 2 shots rang out, one hit him. And they said, oh, he's been hit. And everything else, of course, fell apart. But I also was with his wife many years thereafter, was involved out of the black colleges I worked in with the civil rights things. And when Coretta and I did a number of things as a follow-up, and I simply wanted to say the world certainly turned and looked. And that's why the statue is in Washington, D.C., as you know, at the end of the long waterway honoring Martin Luther King. Thank you.
And I'll tell you, you may not know this, but she was also the president of the Girl Scouts of America for how long? 3 years. So my wife being a Girl Scout, and then all of my activities in the Girl Scouts, when I found out she was the president of the big organization, I told my wife, you need to be pretty impressed that the president of the organization lives here in Corpus Christi at one time. So congratulations. Thank you. All right, going to get Councilman Hunter to help me with this one. And for those of you who are here for this one, it's Human Trafficking Awareness and Prevention Month. If you're here for that, come on down.
Thank you, Mayor. Yes, sir. Make sure you give me one of those.
I did.
Okay. Well, I am here to speak on Human Trafficking Awareness and Prevention Month. During January, which is National Slavery and Human Trafficking Prevention Month, we as Corpus Christians recommit ourselves to eradicating human trafficking in our community and worldwide. New Life Refuge Ministries is working to combat human trafficking by creating a refuge of hope and healing for child survivors of sex trafficking, providing education to the community on the issue and its prevalence, and establishing partnerships with other organizations in the fight against modern-day slavery. We support legislation that decriminalizes the victims and prosecutes the perpetrators. The victims of human trafficking are exploited and compelled to work for little or no pay, and it is a crime that can take many forms, violating the very fabric of our society. During National Slavery and Human Trafficking Prevention Month, we join the survivors, advocates, organizations dedicated to eradicating the commercial sexual exploitation of all people and all other forms of human trafficking.
Now, therefore, pursuant to the powers vested in me as the mayor of the city of Corpus Christi, I do hereby proclaim January 2020 Human Trafficking Awareness and Prevention Month in Corpus Christi in order to intensify our fight against this crime through refuge, education, and awareness. And I hope we're victorious, and we're victorious quickly on this. This is an awful situation, but we appreciate your efforts, and I'll give you this proclamation, and you say a word or two. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mayor and City Council members. So many of you in this room have been supportive of our efforts to end human trafficking. And like I like to say, we're working really hard to put ourselves out of business because we really want to see an end to this crime. So thank you very much for the proclamation today and declaring Human Trafficking Awareness Month here in Corpus Christi, January.
Well, thank you, and again, thank you for all your work. We'll get up here and get a picture.
Excuse me.
Stand next to me so bad.
We can put you on that end. We can put you on that end over there.
Thank you so much.
All right. This is the after-game ceremonies right here. All right, well, Alyssa, or better known as the Energizer Bunny, is really doing a great job in the downtown and bringing a lot of focus down there and enthusiasm and excitement about downtown, and we're really trying to crank up downtown to, we can't ever go back, but we can certainly remember how well decorated years ago it was, and we can do it again. And so as we're moving forward, she's in charge of that. And so we had this year the Mayor's Battle of the Bulbs. And so Valero was a tremendous sponsor of this. And I'll let Alyssa make a few comments, and then we'll give our presentations to the winners. And then hopefully next year it'll be brighter and better and bigger. So we're always moving on up.
Thank you, Mayor. Thank you very much. Battle of the Bulbs is a concept that we conceived in order to really relight downtown during the holiday season. And this goes really well to augment the lights that our organization puts up. We invite all the downtown property owners to participate and decorate the downtown area. And we were so fortunate. This is the second year we've hosted Battle of the Bulbs. And this year we got some legitimacy with the mayor signing on for title and Valero signing on as a partner, presenting sponsor. And Valero's been a great partner to us at the Downtown Management District since we started our latest revitalization efforts a few years ago. So thank you so much. There were 28 participants in this year's Battle of the Bulbs. Our vision, again, is to really brighten up downtown for the holiday season and create something that encourages all of our community to come down, enjoy downtown, and remember what it was like, and also contribute, right, to the new future of downtown as it continues to hold a special place in the heart of our community. I'll go ahead and hand it over to Darcy with Valero to say a little bit about why this event was important to them.
Thank you, Alyssa. And I'm just going to basically echo what both of y'all said. It was a lot of fun. I'm glad to see lights back up in downtown, and we had a good time judging the different stops that had the lights. And so thank you for letting us be a part of it. And I'll let the mayor announce the winners.
Okay.
Drum roll, please. All right. This award is presented for the best big building, and it goes to Omni Hotel. Is there somebody here from Omni? All right. We'll need to contact Mr. Rowling, see if he'd like to help us next year in this operation. All right, congratulations. All right, this one is the best window display, and it goes to K-Space Contemporary. So, come on down. And then this award, I mean, this is kind of a natural. I mean, I don't know. They shouldn't get an award. This is what they do all the time.
It's very special.
Oh, special. Oh, very special. Okay. This is the best use of lights. Janak Architects. That's really not fair for architects to be in all this kind of stuff, you know. But, yeah, there we go. Congratulations. The holiday champion, and it was a pretty creative, I was one of the judges, and I've been told never judge beauty contests or cooking contests because you make one person happy and the rest of them mad. But anyway, this is all for fun and nobody gets mad, but they really, they went all out to do it. For the holiday champion, that's Taylor Cravey Photography. Yeah. Well, she doesn't have enough fan. I'll give you. Let's see. Wait a minute here. Let's see. There you go. There we go. All right, and on this one, huh? Oh, they're not here? Okay, well, they're not here, but this is for the People's Choice, and that is the Tees Salon. So nobody's here for that. So I'll give you the, all right. Well, we thank all of you for your participation, and we look forward to next year. We hope it's bigger and better, and have to crank it up. There are going to be some others out there challenging you. So congratulations, and Happy New Year, and Merry Christmas, and you can rest for a month or two, and then we'll go at it again. Let's get a picture.
Congratulations.
Pretty good. All right.
Okay, this next proclamation is for a program that we hope everyone will participate in, and one that if it's successful, like we hope it will be, the community will be better off for it, and it's the Vision Zero Kickoff, and I'd like to have Councilman Molina do this one and tell us a little bit about it before we do that.
Thank you, Mayor. Yeah. There it is. Okay. Wow. All right. So, Vision Zero is an initiative that we're kicking off here in the city, and the idea is that we want to make our public rights-of-way safer for pedestrians and cyclists. And we've partnered with, well, we've got a lot of community partners. There's so many here to name, and I want to thank you all for supporting this initiative. We've got Superintendent Roland Hernandez here. We got so many organizations. I'm afraid if I start naming them all, I'm going to miss one. So Vision Zero, 172 transportation-related fatalities have occurred in Corpus Christi since 2015. One death is one too many. Vision Zero is a strategy to eliminate all traffic fatalities and severe injuries, starting with the ethical belief that everyone has the right to move safely in their communities and that system designers and policymakers share the responsibility to ensure safe systems for travel. The city recognizes that if crash trends continue for the foreseeable future, they would put into jeopardy the future growth of the residential population and employment base, and our reputation as a desirable city for future generations. The city will hereby commit to decreasing crash statistics by endorsing Vision Zero, which is a safe systems approach while increasing safe, healthy, equitable mobility for cities, commuters, and tourists who live, work, and play in the city of Corpus Christi. Corpus Christi is a leader in becoming the fourth city in the state of Texas to pursue these efforts, along with San Antonio, Austin, and Laredo. The year 2020 marks the kickoff of the city committing to be a Vision Zero community.
Now, therefore, pursuant to the powers vested in me as the mayor of the city of Corpus Christi, I do hereby proclaim January the 14th, 2020, Vision Zero Kickoff Day in Corpus Christi and urge all citizens to join us in creating a Vision Zero community for the city of Corpus Christi. And I really hope that we'll take this very seriously. One pedestrian death is too many, and there's no reason for that if we pay attention to what we're doing, be friendly when we drive. And so I applaud the group that's behind this and motivating, and glad Ben has brought this forward. And we appreciate very much your commitment to it. And we're just hope everybody in here, and there's something about a pledge back here. I hope everybody will pledge to drive safely. Don't text and drive. Isn't that right, Chief? Don't text and drive. Because if you want to meet the chief on the side of Saratoga, just text and drive, and he'll be happy to talk to you. But we appreciate it. Drive safely, and I hope at the end of 2020 we can put -0 for fatalities as a result of our Vision Zero project. So thank you very much. You going to say a few words here? No. Okay. Well, we've got a lot of guys and ladies here that if I gave them all that, we wouldn't have time for a council meeting. So just again, thank you on behalf of the community for all you do. And yeah, we'll have y'all sign the pledge. And then anybody want to make a comment here? No? Traffic? Huh?
I'll just a quick comment. We're very excited to be a partner in this initiative. As you know, we have over 50 plus schools, 37,000 kids. Crosswalks are always important to us. You take the number of students, the number of parents, and the number of events that we have. I want to congratulate the city, our city manager. Thank you for bringing this to Corpus Christi. We're excited about it.
Hi. I'm Judy Telge. I chair the Transportation Advisory Commission here for the City of Corpus Christi. And when we met yesterday, we all said this is a fantastic initiative. We have our full support behind it. And thank you, city officials, for bringing this to Corpus Christi. It is very definitely needed. Thank you.
Yeah. We need a photo, and then we'll have everybody sign it right quick. And who do I give this to? Judy or who do I give that to? Who's doing
Neil.
Well, I know you didn't come for a history lesson today, but one other thing here is that we may not know, and we see things going around. I see Charles Caffey out here, and probably a lot of you know Charlie, or maybe not. Some of you, he's a lot younger than most of you, but his family, if you've heard of Caffey Middle School, his family was the one that donated or made available the property where Caffey Middle School is out there. His father was a great civic-minded individual, and the family's kept it on. And so, Charlie, thank you for all you've done. And my kids, they were in the first class at Caffey Middle School when it was open. So you got burdened with a Macomb there, Charlie. Sorry about that.
So as they're signing this, the pledge basically says to look out for others, especially children, elderly persons with disabilities, people walking and biking. Slow down and look around, especially at intersections and driveways. Practice the rules of the road, including yielding to people walking. Be alert at all times. Share this Vision Zero pledge with family and friends. And one that it's not on there, but we probably should put on there is put your phones away while you're driving. And this pledge and more information about Vision Zero is available online at cctexas.com/Vision Zero.
All right. And one public comment starts at 12, so if you haven't signed up, if you do that real quick, we're going to make one little change in the agenda. We're going to go back. We've got a declaration to make on the pledge, and then we'll go to public comment. And immediately following public comment, it was agenda item number 48 or 49, I think, was our regularly scheduled quarterly update on the Harbor Bridge project. But in light of the developments over the last few days, we've moved that up, so it will be made a presentation by Flatiron Dragados, I believe. Is that correct? Yes. Just immediately, it's item 51, so that little presentation is going to be moved up to follow public comment just immediately, because we want as many people to hear the information as we can. There's a lot of interest in this project, and so that little change in our agenda will be made right after we get through